Hello everyone, my name's Takriva. This is some Hearts of Iron 4 yet again. I think I have rekindled my interest in this game quite a bit, especially having played in the Daniel, massive multiplayer game. The Daniel is, or just Daniel really, is one of the QA testers at Paradox Interactive, and he also from time to time streams the Paradox games as well. And he's pretty damn good at this game. And it's really fun playing with, we played with over 60 people at one point, which is ridiculous. But regardless, I'm going to start a new game. This is, by the way, I tried something as France. I played France in the multiplayer game. So I'm actually recording this before the last session, which is going to be bonkers in itself. There's basically two separate world wars going on right now, which is really weird. Regardless though, so I've taken South Africa as far as they can go, going outside of the Allies, I feel. What I want to do now is play another fascist nation again, and it's been a while. I'm going to play Italy. Italy is the nation I played at the Paradox fan gathering multiplayer event, where I got put in with actual developers and other YouTubers as well, which was also very interesting. And there's actually a lot you can do with Italy, to be honest. So it's going to be very interesting, and trying to win the war as Italy instead of just going with, well, Germany for a change. Iron Man historical focus I'm gonna leave on this time round, just so there's no communist France all of a sudden, because that was really weird. In the South Africa game, that, like, the French Commune, it did help, of course, that there was not one big front in Africa as well. Now let's actually have a look around the nation. We have a sizable fleet, which gives us very big control of the Mediterranean, but I do want all my ships for now. Actually, all my ships, you're also Navy, go to Naples. I do have some ships over here, I think, a couple of destroyers. Those are not important. So we are about ready to invade Ethiopia. Apparently I have 0 theaters right now, so I'm gonna put all of you into the Ethiopian theater. Ethiopian theater. Okay, a high priority for now. That will of course change, but this is just the first army. Emilio de Bono. He's an old guard. I don't want old guards, and I preferably, currently, don't want... Yeah, so we have a couple of old guards. That is really nice, having that field marshal, though. I think for now I want Giovanni Messe in charge here. I need front line against there. An offensive line. Are we at war? Hang on. Am I already in the war? I am already at war. Okay, that's a good thing at least to know. Second army for now. Sebastian Visconti Prasha, even though he looks old. You're getting that front line, and you're gonna get a shorter offensive to go with. Whenever you're all ready, you can go in. We have a couple of airplanes. Superiority and interception. Close air support on all of those. Okay. There are 2 fleets here apparently, so we have some submarines. Ethiopia is landlocked, so you can come home. They're probably there for a reason, but yeah. Okay, so all my navies are now converging in Naples at the very least. Okay, so that's Ethiopia handled for now. Don't have anyone in Rhodes right now. We have a couple of troops in... Actually, I'm just going to rename this the Overseas Theater. The Overseas Theater, because these guys are also going to be in one. And you are going to get... Find that guy. And that's a really frigging long front line. Let's just remove that order. For now, you're going to go garrison the coastline. I don't need you to guard the entire coastline or the air bases. So that's basically, you need one extra division right now to guard this. What are your divisions anyway? You are Coloniale and di Fanteria. So you have a regular infantry division here. Here, I'm going to add you to them so you can all have some partying over there. And all of you are going to be in a new theater. There we go. So this will be the Italian theater, basically. So the home theater. And you're all going to be on a front line with Yugoslavia for now.
Pronto, signore.
Except a couple of units I need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ordini?
5 units for that one. Everyone else is on the Yugoslavian front. Actually, that's a better one to have than the regular one for now.
Formazione.
Okay, you also need a general. They will get a different general soon enough. They're gonna get the level 4, obviously, but there we go. Okay, so that should be that for now. The Navy will be together. We can redefine the Navy, what they are supposed to be doing at that point as well. Okay, that's the army for now. I believe I have everyone. Except you. I'm going to put you to that front as well. We're going to need defenses as well. We don't have that big of an army, but many of them are currently in Africa, in Ethiopia, so they're going to be free. Research. We start with 4 research slots. Okay, very important. Do we want the Grand Battle Plan, or do we want something else? Do I want to go for a tank focus? I don't think I will have the military capacity to force into that. But it would be an interesting move to go that way. Then again, there's also superior firepower, which means shells not man. So manpower is precious, bullets are cheap. So what does this do? This is more defense focused in the beginning, which is not going to be interesting at all for us. So frontline battalion soft attack, organization delay. Here the first organization comes there. Dispersed support gets more defense. Okay, fine. Integrated or dispersed support. So support companies are stronger. That's artillery recovers more. Support companies are soft attack. So basically it means having a very few but very strong group of units. Then we have mechanized offensive, so tanks and armor gets stronger. Followed up by centralized fire command, recon, infantry tanks, all stuff, shock and awe. That's just really good as well. I like the idea of going with superior firepower over the Grand Battle Plan. The battle plan is for basically planning attacks, but I think, yes, I want to go with that for now. I also want to go construction, I want to go machine tools, and I want to go mechanical engineering. All quite important. Yes, I know, we are at war with Ethiopia. Okay, so we have a couple of free factories, but only 12. Yeah. So, this is math. So for every, so we're gonna gain civilian factories, that's the thing. But for every 2 military factories we build, that's the same price as a civilian factory. But does that over time become enough to actually build the other military factories faster? That is the question. So say for a nation like Germany, definitely the United States, probably the Soviets as well, building civilian factories is a good thing because you already have quite a few civilian factories around, so you have some spare construction time to do that with as well. We do need 8 for consumer goods. So we do have already got a few of those civilian factories as well. Let's actually look at our focuses first. So Ethiopian war, add some things to Eritrea, which could be helpful. Then there's the civilian factories. That's 4 more free factories. Then we get 4 free in military factories as well. Followed by a research slot. That's a really early 5th research slot, to be honest. So I'd like to go for that one quite quickly. Triumph in Africa, we need to have Ethiopia as a subject. Oh no, or own them. It's either one of them. There's the light ship effort. Mare Nostrum, also going to be quite interesting. Army primacy gets us 2 free military factories and 2 research bonuses for land doctrine. Also really nice. Okay, demand the Balearics or Spanish-Italian alliance. That would get fascists in Portugal. But it has to be... it's only a 30-day one. So we first have to win in Italy. Then we need to send volunteers to Spain. That's an interesting one. There's one of the following. Pact of Steel. Lots of fascism support going around, which is quite cool to have. I mean, I like this idea of getting Portugal to be part of it as well. Here as well, fascism support in Turkey and in Greece. And that gets that. Ooh, the other one gets us claims on Turkey. I'd like that better actually, but let's start with definitely with the Ethiopian war logistics. So we're gonna get 4 more civilian factories for sure. That brings us our total to 16. Now I think because we're gonna have 16, that it's gonna be better to have at least 4 more built ourselves. They do take almost 4 months to build. But yeah, that's gonna be fine really. And then we're gonna have military factories as well. Very big on factories in the north. Okay, military factories here. We have quite a few available. Yeah, there are of course a lot of ships that we need to be built. Let's finish that cruiser first. Okay, let's go back to production. Let's put everything we're building in Naples right now. Okay, let's see. So, let's finish the destroyers next. And then just go out with the battleships. Whenever we can. And only then we're gonna go switch over to that one. And I'm going to put the destroyer first so that will get filled up first after our light cruiser is done at the least. So they get done faster as well. Okay, that's those naval things. We're gonna need more regular weapons. I'm gonna put that one on 8 for now. Yeah, I want to go heavy on superior firepower. Is also artillery. Do we have? Yeah, we need an artillery line. Because apparently we don't have an artillery line right now. I'm gonna start off with 3. There will be more. I also need the line for fighters that I don't have researched yet, but I want to start working on them so we get our efficiency up. And efficiency will roll over to upgraded fighters partially, so that is okay as well, because we're going to need fighters regardless. On top of that, I'm going to need more tanks and motorized as well, and a little bit of that. Okay, you there as well. But I'm going to put you down. I'm going to put you down as well. So the tanks and the cars get filled up first. There we go. Hang on. Top. Up here. Go to 8. You go to 5 for now. Once we get more factories, we'll see what happens. So we also lack oil and rubber. I don't think that is the most important thing to have for us right now at all. Most of the oil we need is for ships anyway. That's true too. The lines. Oh, we have 0 oil right now. Yeah. Okay. But we're gonna get. What are we actually gonna get from Ethiopia? Rubber. Could be worse. That's supply, right? Yeah, that's useful. Okay, so that's that. Air wings with no missions. I'd much rather put them in reserve for now, though. And the only the air wings that are already in Ethiopia are not on a mission, so... There we go, that's that. We have no one trading right now. That is not okay. So, let's look at our division. So, that's actually a very weak division. So we're going to need to upgrade that with full support, as well as with multiple extra units here. Now, we're going to have a field marshal that's going to give us a 10% reduction of our combat width, which means that the regular combat width in battle is 20. But with that particular field marshal in charge, which is a really nice one to have, it will be 22, because minus 10% becomes just under 20, 19.8. So at that point, a infantry battalion that we want to add is a combat width of 2. Artillery we will want to add is a combat width of 3. Mobile battalions also are 2 and 2. Armored battalions, tanks are also 2. So you want to add those, but we don't have that much. Yeah, that's why. That's what makes them quite weak. The division Celere. Yeah, that makes no sense, to be honest. These divisions make no frickin' sense. They need to be adapted as soon as we can. So for now, these are going to be the horses. I'm gonna use the other symbols for now. Oh, that's katana. So that would be a defensive one, personally. Here can be the Eagle divisions, the Alpine divisions. These are really strong. Support artillery, engineers, anything that's mountainous. The Bears, probably. Or Totenkopf. There we go. Let's do that one. Colonial. What do they have? Are you freaking kidding me? They're basically infantry divisions, but without an engineer company. Wow. That's a really good one, actually. And the Raggruppamento, that's just a basic cavalry division. I'm going to give you the knight sign. I'm going to swap you over to our tanker sign. Okay. So the Division Celere really needs to be adapted to be an actual tank division. And the infantry divisions as well. That's why we're going to need army experience. So we're going to have to... You guys, once you're in position, I'm going to start training you. Oh, but we are at war, which will give us some experience as well. Anyway, let's train up at least just one division for the time being. We'll see what happens next. I would like to thank you all for watching. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. And subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date in the future. Next time I'm probably going to go over the Navy, because they'll all be in one spot. And take out Ethiopia, hopefully. I'll see you guys later.